everyone!
Hello!
It's getting longer and longer. Right. So, part 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Woo woo.
I don't know. I'm just gonna scroll down to the mess that is her 2022 defamation case, so we can see even more how much she likes to lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, you ready?
Yeah, let's listen to this seagull.
Oh yeah, before I forget, so this video was uploaded originally by Incredibly Average. His channel and volume 3, like the video as a whole, it's going to be linked in the description. So if you want to go and check out his channel and his stuff, you're more than welcome to. I would encourage it. And yeah, without further ado, Amber, take it away.
This and keep our lives as private as possible, and I did what a lot of, I guess, women do, tried to protect him.
Were you attempting to hide this when you filed this declaration on May 27, 2016?
It was unhideable because the cops had been called.
Ms. Heard, when you claim in your declaration that the argument started with Johnny throwing a magnum-sized bottle of champagne at the wall, do you recall that event?
Yes.
Okay. Did the bottle break?
I don't know if it broke or if there was a bottle on the table next to it that broke and a wine glass next to it that broke, but there was both a wine glass and a bottle. I'm not sure which of the two it was that broke, when the one that was thrown at me but missed, or if it was the one perhaps sitting on the table nearby. But the painting behind it that rests on the wall behind where I was standing still is missing a big chunk out of it. So it made quite an impact.
Are you finished? I want to make sure if you're finished or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so the last video where she never mentioned about the painting.
Yeah.
I still think that's an inconsistency. Simply because she's added it later on. Granted, it's a few minutes, but when it doesn't match what she wrote down in that declaration.
No.
Which is essentially what she's in to ask questions about.
Yeah.
So the fact that she's saying it now doesn't really fucking matter. She had all the time in the world to properly put in everything she needed to.
Yeah.
And she chose not to.
Yeah.
And it still doesn't match with the sequence.
No.
It's just irritating. I'm gonna punch her in a fucking bobblehead. I reckon this is why she's so feisty. She can't help it. She just bounces back because she's got.
Oh yeah.
She just springs back, so it's just, it's not her fault. Poor Amber and her ridiculously large head.
Yeah.
I do have to wonder, has her head been enlarged? But then again, she has such a big ego. I don't think so.
Did the bottle you refer to, did it ever touch your body?
No.
Did the wine glass you refer to, in reference to the bottle, ever touch your body?
Pieces of it did. It shattered.
Okay. Where did the pieces you say touched your body touch your body? What part of your body?
I don't remember exactly what part of my body was touched by the glass breaking upon impact. I do know that it touched my body, knees and hands. No, not my hands, my knees anyway. When I went down to the floor, some version of my legs, when I went down to the floor later in the fight, but nothing significant. Not like.
So she would have cuts then?
Yeah.
Australia or anything.
Were there any injuries to your body at the places you claim the wine glass touched your body?
No, I don't think so.
So hang on. He forces her, this is her saying, he forces her down to the ground. She says that the glass touched her body.
Yeah.
And that to me is interesting. I need to, hang on. Touched her body. That's a weird way to put it, because then she's not saying that it cut her, which it would.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
But
when you accidentally stepped on glass, or you've accidentally leant on it, and you're not putting your full force on it, you're not being yeeted onto the glass, you still cut yourself.
Sure, glass is very, very sharp.
Yeah, especially that stupidly overpriced crap that they would have had.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and it shattered, so it would have been everywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
And then, no.
Think of how many times. Well, let's look at it this way, right? If you've accidentally dropped a glass or a plate or anything, like in the kitchen or in the dining room or wherever you've had it, and then you make sure to clean it up,
Yeah.
and then weeks later, a tiny little shard of glass fucks up your foot,
Yeah.
and you're like, for fuck's sake, I thought I got all of it.
Yeah.
She would have had cuts. It's so weird that she's saying it touched my body. What? Sexually?
It
Was-
abused me.
Was the glass that attracted to you? It just, skimmied over the floor and just, Amber, beautiful knobbly knees, love it.
Yeah, and I mean, if like he was forcing her down and the glass touches her zone, I don't know if people know this, but if you have used the cheese slicer, yeah,
No, I knew someone who accidentally, they went to, and literally their thumb looked like it had been,
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, I know people also that have done that.
It's so, and you don't even clock it
Yeah,
straight away. Although to be honest, I don't know what a cheese grater's got to do with glass, I'm going to be honest here.
they literally like, she would have deep cuts.
Well, no, it might not be a deep cut. It just depends on what
Well,
the
very-
shape of the glass was.
Yeah.
I mean, she said it shattered, so she would have had it at the very least on her knees.
Yeah,
She would have had a bunch of little tiny cuts that would most likely look like acne scars
yeah, but
on her knees.
if she went through this shit on top of the glass, that she would
Yeah.
look like a mess.
But see, the thing is that her 2016 statement is not matching 2022.
Yeah.
So regardless, the 2016, she never mentions about the wine glass. She mentions about the magnum-sized bottle. Sure, that I'm more likely to believe that he probably did throw it, but he didn't throw it at her.
No.
She said it missed, but then again, she's already lying. She's insinuating that he's a abusive, horrific person. When literally everyone and their mother can tell you, no, he's not. He's actually a very nice person.
Yeah. And he doesn't have a history of it compared to someone else.
Which I find quite interesting.
Yeah.
Because let's look at it this way. All of his former partners will ignore Ellen Barkin or whatever fucking old ass actress that's basically a grown up version of Amber. She's the only one that said that he threw a bottle in the same area that she was at. She tried doing the same thing, which was he threw it at her but missed.
Yeah.
When actually, she said that there was a few people there, but she couldn't name who they were. No one else had come forward. Literally nobody else except for Amber and Ellen Barkin and Amber's dumbass friends has said this.
Yeah.
And all of his ex-wives, his ex-partners, people that he's worked with, like crew members, literally, there's one other one where where he was suing a guy for stating that he punched him or something. And I think Ronborn tried to bring that up as like a thing, and it got completely shut down because, well, his line of questioning was that he was trying to imply a legal conclusion, which had nothing to do with the defamation case. I mean, if there'd been even if none of Johnny's former partners came forward and said that he did the same thing, if majority of them refused to give a character statement as they did in the London case, that to me would raise flags, and I would be more likely to believe Amber.
Yeah.
Because there's something very telling when, and you have to look at at the time of it. I mean, even now, you know, if you don't tread in line with the mantra of believe all women, and you know, white man bad, if you don't step in line with that, you get absolutely annihilated.
Yeah.
And it's in that world. People are afraid to say that they're conservative or Christian or a Republican.
Yeah.
And that's their personal, you know, that's something that's personal to them.
Yeah.
So it's not that far of a stretch to think, oh, well, they're most likely not going to, if there's any slight hint, they're not going to lie for him. In fact, there'd be more and more people.
Yeah.
And the fact also, to add as well, the fact that Marilyn Manson was being, I don't know if it was I don't think it was criminally charged, but he was being sued, at the very least sued, by a few women, stating that he did inappropriate things with them. Bear in mind, Marilyn Manson dated Rose McGowan. And she didn't say that she didn't believe them. She said that that's not the Marilyn Manson that she knew, basically. Yeah. I think. So she didn't say that they were lying, but she didn't defend him. She was kind of, you know, neutral in her stance on it. But those all got dropped, I believe.
Yeah.
And they tried to insinuate because Johnny's friend with Marilyn Manson, that means Johnny is bad man.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just, this whole thing, this incident just doesn't, like... I actually wonder if it's the first time he actually threw a bottle at Amber. Or in her direction. Because the only thing that's been consistent so far is the fact that he threw a magnum-sized bottle. And it missed her. I think that's one of the first times he's probably he could have done serious harm to her. The other times is him trying to get away from her and him basically trying to stop her from punching him.
Yeah.
Like defensive moves. This is the first time where he's essentially snapped and gone for her, but not physically.
Yeah.
Like throwing a bottle. I mean, that is physical, but you get what I mean? He's not gone over and tried to punch her in the face.
Yeah.
And I think that's why that's the only thing that's consistent. She pushed him so far that he snapped.
Yeah.
And I think even after that, he was basically done with her.
Oh, yeah.
It's just... should I put that in?
Yeah.
There was... Sorry. So in the description, I know not many people look at it, but in the description, basically there will be not timestamps, but there'll be comparisons where she said something in 2016 testimony that conflicts with 2022 defamation case.
Yeah.
And it's as we go through each video, we'll have the previous videos stuff. So it's basically a collection of shit that she's lied about, essentially. I got your knees. So I wrote down knees, so then I know what it is. Swedish boy knee attack. Also, some version of my legs. What does she have? Replaceable legs? So, what is this? She is a bionicle woman. As you said, Terminator.
Yeah.
Places you claim the wine glass touched your body.
No, I don't think so.
Was there
Nothing
any
significant.
indication that you could see on your body that the wine glass shards had touched your body?
No, not that I could see. Or nothing that I remember.
At the time the wine glass touched you, as you claim it did, was it intact or was it already broken?
I can't tell because it was, I assume it was shattered upon impact with the magnum-sized bottle of wine that was thrown. I'm assuming that's what shattered it, but at some point there was glass everywhere, and I was standing right next to it.
When it,
Hang on. She said that he threw a magnum-sized bottle and a wine glass.
And
She said that he threw it.
yeah.
She's now changed it to there was a wine glass on the table, coffee table, whatever, nightstand, whatever, that may have broken from the Magnum bottle. She's not sure if it was the glass on the table or the glass that he threw at the wine that he threw at her that shattered. Then she's said that she's assuming that it shattered because of the impact of the Magnum bottle. She's changing it because she knows she's lying.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me that she was holding a wine glass, as she does, because she's a big old drink. But can I just...
Yeah.
That she was holding a wine glass when she was screaming and hollering at Johnny, and he had had enough. He had snapped, threw the Magnum bottle in the same direction that she was in, but maybe not at her, but let's give her benefit of the doubt. He threw it at her. She moved and threw her wine glass on the floor. So she's trying to attribute everything in that scenario to him.
Yeah.
So what were you going to say?
I think she's changing things because she don't remember what photos she has.
Oh no, she would. The thing with those photos is that they've been doctored to hell.
Yeah.
So the one, so I think the one that you're on about is the one with the nightstand.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's in New York.
Which no, it's in ECB, but it's in a different room.
Yeah.
So they have. It seems like they have multiple bedrooms in one penthouse. I would assume. Because they have the bed with the wooden frame, and then there's a different bed with the wine glass nightstand and like books in the nightstand. I get the impression that they were already sleeping in in completely separate beds, if not separate buildings by this point.
Yeah, they are.
And she's getting worse because she knows she's losing him.
Yeah.
Like, I've said this multiple times. She doesn't love him. She's obsessed with the idea of Johnny Depp. She doesn't love Johnny.
Yeah, she just loves his status.
Yeah. She does. It seems like she's more upset, like a child, right?
Yeah.
When a child like leaves a toy because they're bored with it, they pick up a different one, and then you pick up that same toy, and all of a sudden they really want it, and it's their toy.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't want him, but she doesn't want anyone else to have him.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what it seems like to me.
Just think of the gala thing when she ruined someone's dress.
That was pretty much a glorified orgy party.
But
yeah, that so the troglodytes online accused this woman of lying, and they said, "Well, where's the dress? You don't have the dress because it didn't happen." Da, 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 da. She took pictures of the dress.
Yeah.
And you can see where. So, if you don't know this story, this incident with Amber, this was after Johnny.
Yeah.
This was after Elon. Well, Amber and Elon, they broke up multiple times. But the first time that they broke up, Elon went to a party with another woman who didn't know that Amber was going to be there. Or this woman's friend, I think it was this woman, went with Elon. And Elon didn't want to go in case, Amber was there. He was told that Amber wouldn't be there. She was there. She came over and was crazy. She was unhinged. I think the woman said she was like a wild, rabid animal.
Yeah.
And she got a corkscrew and basically slashed her dress.
Yeah.
While screaming at her. And it took her sister, I believe it was her sister and one of her friends, to pull her away, and she left.
Yeah.
That's that incident. And the woman has the dress to prove it.
Yeah.
And there's other people that saw it. So it's essentially it's another incident of Amber wanting shit that she can't have.
Yeah.
Her being possessive.
Yeah.
So like it wouldn't cross my it wouldn't surprise me if Amber during the 2022 defamation case, if Amber wasn't only staring at Johnny, she was staring at Johnny's new partner who was sat in the row behind them.
Yeah.
And she was getting more and more pissed off.
Oh, yeah.
Not because it's like, how could you be with this man? He's abused me. It's, he's my toy. You're not allowed him.
Yeah.
She did the same thing with Elon.
Yeah.
She did the same thing with Tasha Van Ree. She's done the same thing with all of her partners. All of them. She's done the same thing. I mean, except for one, but that's because she killed him in a car crash.
Yeah.
You can't really want something that's, gone. You can't get possessive over that.
No.
Which, thankful for him, he didn't have to deal with her bullshit.
Mm.
But unfortunately for him, she took his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, back to this.
When you claim it touched your body, where specifically in the apartment were you standing?
I was standing in our bedroom.
Okay. And where did the bottle and glass end up in your bedroom?
Around the bed.
Okay. Did you take, at any time after this happened, any pictures of this shattered glass and shattered bottle?
I'm not sure if I took pictures on this occasion. Sometimes I did and sometimes I didn't.
That's interesting. Also, with the 2022 case, it's something that I completely forgot about now that they've brought it up. She had the picture with the nightstand with the glass.
Mm-hmm.
The one that she said was from that birthday night.
Yeah.
Now, if her phone was completely destroyed and she didn't have a backup, how does she have that picture? What did she take it on?
Magic.
Must be. But now she's saying that she can't remember.
Yeah. Like I said, I think she doesn't know what's on the what she had as a photo. So that's why she's changing it to make always plausible that this fits with the photo.
It could be that she hadn't taken the picture yet.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because what's really in that picture? It's a nightstand. So there's no... What do you normally see on a nightstand? Could be a picture, lamp, personal effects of the person's side of the bed it is.
Yeah.
What was on that nightstand? Lamp, books, and I think chargers.
Yeah.
There was nothing really personable on that nightstand.
No.
She could have just recreated it. And I mean, there's no way to tell because she didn't produce the devices that it was on.
Exactly.
She'd imported them and fucked with them, possibly, maybe not, who knows, and moved them around. So there was no original file and, there was no original location or anything with it.
Yeah.
So there's no way to tell whether or not that picture was taken when she said it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should I write that down
Yeah.
as an inconsistency?
Do that.
Okay.
Yeah. No. That's what I'm saying. No.
I'm glad you're with me.
No.
You're not glad you're with me? Oh, fuck you!
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! What?
I'm glad I'm with you, but with Amber, I just said no. No.
I literally asked, aren't you glad you're with me? No. What? I have a panic attack. Jesus, Steph. I'm gonna need some reassurances later. You know I'm an insecure bitch. I think this is why I'm getting really, every time we record these videos, I get really hot. Like, my arms don't feel hot, but, I feel heat, on my neck and, my chest and my face. I feel really hot, and I don't know,
Yeah, you do get a red face during you do this.
But I don't get red face when I'm angry, though, do I? I go pale.
No, you get when you get annoyed, you get a bit red.
But I don't feel as annoyed as I have done before when I've got red faced.
Depends on yeah.
But I'm wondering if this is just making me feel really uncomfortable because it's making me think of stuff that I've gone through.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's annoying me from that perspective.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's just, I'm sweating as well. Let's get back to this.
Take pictures. I think after I decided to after we got married, I kind of stopped being as, you're in it at that point, and
Are you finished?
yeah.
Listen to the question and
Did
answer
you-
the question.
Did you ever make any effort since that time when you say this bottle shattered and this glass shattered? and you may have taken pictures, but you're not sure if you.
Hang on.
Decided to get, after we got married, I kind of stopped.
Really? So Australia, May 21st, April, multiple other instances where she took pictures. You stopped, did you? That must be the kind of.
Question.
Did you ever make any effort since that time when you say this bottle shattered and this glass shattered, and you may have taken pictures, but you're not sure if you did, to locate those pictures?
Not that I remember.
Just to
There's
be clear.
been so many pictures I've had to locate. I don't remember specific ones from which specific dates they were taken.
Was
I'm not
there debris from the bottle and glass shattering on your bedroom floor?
Yes.
Okay. And who cleaned that up, if anybody? Did you clean that up?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember if I had time to clean it up before we left that day.
Okay. Was all of the things you say that were on your bedroom floor as a result of what's this? Okay. As a result of this incident there when Rocky or Raquel Pennington was in your bed?
I imagine so, but I can't be certain.
Okay. Did she help you clean it up or clean it up, to your knowledge?
I don't remember us cleaning up.
Okay.
But there was no conversation about the glass on the floor? This is not, so she's not on the stand here, so she has been saying what people have said to her.
Yeah.
Not so much because I think her lawyers have told her not to. Because it'll be easily disproven because she's lying. I mean, surely there would be a conversation about the glass on the fucking floor.
Oh, yeah.
The broken picture frame. Well, the broken painting, picture, whatever. The magnum size bottle glasses on the floor. The imprints of glass. Because it touched her, it didn't cut her. And that's the point. Rocky, who hadn't seen where the glass had been broken, she would have had cut feet.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had one of those shag rugs, the thick ones.
Oh!
Even worse.
Yeah, she would have her feet cut. Unless she walks around with shoes inside.
She wears glass shoes, it's fine.
No.
But, like, none of it, like, they don't... It just doesn't fucking add up.
And could you describe what you saw, what was on the floor of your bedroom as you describe it, and where it was
I don't
from this incident?
I don't remember.
Was there anything in addition on the floor, in addition to the broken wine bottle and a broken glass?
Wine. Wine as well, but it might have been dried up by the time I left. I don't really remember what else.
So where's the painting?
Yeah.
The damaged painting? She said there was a huge chunk out of it. Where's that?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
In terms of the broken glass you claim was on your bedroom floor, could you describe specifically where it was on your bedroom floor relative to your bed?
It was around my bed because the paint, and probably by the entrance of the door as well, but I'm not exactly sure.
Okay.
There was a lot of there was a lot of fighting and a lot of movement in several different parts of our room. So when he was holding me down on the bed and I was trying to stand up, that was by the closer to the bathroom, and I know there was broken glass there. When I tried to get out of the bedroom door, and he blocked it and shoved me back down to the floor by the entrance of the door, and I can't remember what else was breaking or what had been knocked over. I know the lamp broke as well. I didn't mention that. It's still in the storage closet. I just saw it the other day. And it has wine on it. I found it the other day.
Did you take pictures of that at any time?
No, not that I recall.
Did you bring that with you today?
I did not bring that with me. The lamp?
Yes.
No, I did not bring the lamp with me today.
Okay. Were you ever asked to locate any of the items that you say were damaged or broken from April 21?
Privileged. Don't answer.
Did you ever make any attempts to locate any of the items from April 21 that you say were damaged or broken?
No.
Okay. And in
yes, I'm sorry. My phone. I tried to find my phone, but I never recovered it.
And in the DVRO that you filed with the court, did you attach any photographs whatsoever from the events you claim on April 21, 2016?
The court filing would speak for itself.
To your knowledge?
I don't know what we attached off the top of my head.
Okay. Do you know what you gave any other person for the April 21, relating to the April 21 event?
If it has to do with lawyers, it's privilege.
Ms. Heard, can you tell me exactly what you say happened in the argument you say you had with Johnny on April 21?
What was the question exactly, if you don't mind me asking?
What happened?
She wants to hear you tell what happened.
I was, Johnny and I, when we made it back to our apartment, I was being cold to him. I wasn't being I wasn't being as, open or friendly as I normally am. I was crushed that he missed my birthday, and this is after a month of him not coming home, like on average 5 nights a week.
I had a thought when they mentioned the phone. She mentioned that she tracked his phone with the Find My iPhone.
Yeah.
How did she do that if her phone was smashed and gone?
Yep.
Because he threw her phone first. So how could she track his phone? It's either
she's
it's either he didn't throw her phone at all, or her iPad, phone, and Mac are all linked up with the iCloud.
Yeah.
So she's lying about not being able to have the pictures or text messages because she deleted them. And she knows that she can get in a lot of legal trouble for that because that's deleting evidence. But let's hear her horse shit.
Just not showing up, or showing up at like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, or at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'd find out that he was passed out at one of the other places in West Hollywood. So it had been building up, and so the birthday incident was heartbreaking. It was my 30th birthday, and I just was sad about it. So we he asked me, we got in bed and I was just being quiet. I think I picked up my book and tried to read, and he said, what's your fucking problem? And I said, I'm just hurt. And I had been seeing this, I've been trying to get us to see a marriage counselor who said that that's how I should word things as opposed to it being accusatory. And I said, I'm just hurt that you didn't make it to my birthday party. And then it quickly deteriorated into the normal, it's my fault, why do you always blame me for everything? You always blame me for everything. Okay. And then it escalated, and I don't know what I said that immediately preceded it, but the first big action was the wine bottle that I remember being thrown at me, or maybe it was that I was trying to leave. I don't really remember which of the first.
Was that while you were in the bed that the wine bottle was thrown at you?
No, I was standing in the bedroom, and in front of this painting, kind of closer to the bathroom. And when I moved to leave, he shoved me at some point, shoved me down on the ground. I stood back up, and he did this taunting thing where I guess it was to challenge me to see if I was really going to leave. You think you're really going to be the one to leave? You really think you're that tough, huh? Tough. See if he this painting kind of closer to the bathroom, and when I moved to leave.
While you were in the bed that the wine bottle was thrown at you?
No, a big action was the wine bottle that I remember being thrown at me, or maybe it was that I was trying to leave. I don't really remember which of the first.
Was that while you were in the bed that the wine bottle was thrown at you?
No, I was standing in the bedroom, and in front of this painting, kind of closer to the bathroom, and when I moved to leave, he shoved me at some point, shoved me down on the ground. I stood back up, and he did this taunting thing where I guess it was to challenge me to see if I was really going to leave. You think you're really going to be the one to leave? You really think you're that tough, huh? Tough guy, and then shoved me down again. I stand back up, and again, you think you're so tough. And eventually I did make it out of the bedroom, and I don't know if I was walking back from where my clothes are with an overnight bag, and I have to pass through the office because of the adjoining apartments. But in my passing him, he grabs my hair at some point. We're arguing kind of in passing as I'm walking through the office, and as I make it around the edge of the desk, it's either a shove to initiate or something with my head, push or something, and it turns into him grabbing me by the back of my hair, and I said some, comment to him, I don't remember what it was, and walked into the bedroom, grabbed my toothbrush, things like that I don't keep in my closet room. And in doing that, we had more of a fight. It was pushing. I put my hands up like this once.
Let the record reflect the witness is raising her hands above her head.
You're interrupting her. She's being videotaped. Don't interrupt her, please. She's telling her story. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I put my hands up, and he did this. He pushed them down and squared off to me, bumped his chest into mine. I kind of fell back a little bit onto the bed. I stood back up, and tried to walk past him to the door. At some point, I end up on the floor. He walks out. I tried to actually, even at that point, say, don't walk out, maybe we just need to talk about it, can we just take a break? And then just talk, because it's my birthday, and I don't want to wake up on my birthday. We've had a million of these fights. It's just, Just don't, like, I just don't want to wake up on my birthday by myself. Don't. Go, please, even though it had gotten violent. This is nothing compared to so many of the other things. It actually wouldn't even be a major thing if it weren't one of the just most recent. This is not a bad thing. I mean, it wasn't bad in my head in relation to what we have lived through.
Say what happened.
Sorry. It escalates. I tried to get him to stop that in that moment, and he broke a bunch of shit in the kitchen. I think he wrote on the countertop. I think that's one of the times he wrote on the countertop in Sharpie some crazy message to me. And I went upstairs. I heard him kind of coming in and out, and then when I walked downstairs, it was quiet for a really long time. When I walked back downstairs, it was just a note on the floor that said, happy fucking birthday.
Was there...
Right. No, that's in... I think the only thing that was slightly in order was her begging him not to leave.
Yeah, and chest bump, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that wasn't in order when she said it happened.
Yeah.
The only thing that was in order was when she was on the floor and she said to him, can we not fight like this? Can we just not do this? Can we stop doing this? Can you not leave? It's my birthday. Let's just call it couch. Because earlier in her 2022 while she was on the stand, she said that they called truce couch. Because there was audio of her drunkenly slapping the couch, going, couch, couch, to Johnny as if he was a fucking dog. Yeah. So this is what she said happened. I know I said it last in part 1, but this is what she said happened. In full context of it, right? On the stand. So these are her words. It's not me inferencing. If it doesn't make sense, that's because that's what she said.
Yeah.
Right. They were in bed and he asked her, what's your fucking problem now? They had an argument. She got out of bed and he blocked the door, shoved her down, shoved each other. She retreated into the bedroom. He grabbed the magnum-sized bottle and threw it at her, missed, and went through a painting she loved. The argument and fight continued into the saloon/foyer area. He picked up her phone and threw it out of the window. She said, "Oh, no, you don't." Grabbed his phone and threw it out of the window as well. She said that she wanted to stay somewhere else. She left the room and went into the office. They were still screaming at each other. She walked around the side of his desk. He then has her by the hair and pulls her down. She hit the side of the desk. Things fly off the side of the desk that she hit with her body. Remembers that she tried to fight him off of her. At some point, they're back in the main bedroom. They had another shoving match. He chest bumped her. She got up. He held her down by the shoulders by the side of the bed. Held her, wrestled her down. She got up once or twice. He finally got her onto the bed. He grabbed her pubic bone area, pushed her down into and pulled her into it, and was saying to her, you think you're such a fucking tough guy. Oh, you're so tough now. Oh, look at who's so tough. You want to be a man? Tough like a man now? And that happened for a bit of time. At some point, he left, but was still in the apartment. She collapsed on the floor. She said to him, can we not fight like this? Can we just not do this? Can we stop doing this? Can you not leave? It's my birthday. Let's just call it couch and call it truce and not have it end like this. She was just so tired and she cried. He said that this is what she fucking deserved. She'd wake up alone. Nobody would ever love her because of all this. Pointing at her face and body was going away, and nobody would ever love her. When her tits sag and when her tits sag and she'd better get used to waking up alone. This was all her fault and he left. He came back into the apartment. She peeked around down to look down at the lower level. He saw her and screamed happy fucking birthday. She came down and saw that he had left her a note. And then the next day was the whole thing with Rocky.
Yeah.
It doesn't match with what she's just said there.
No.
Blair has literally asked her to tell her exactly what had happened. Now, I'm going to skim over the fact that she had added sexual assault into that, into the 2022 defamation case. I'm going to skip over that, even though that's fucking horrific. She had changed. So, earlier, I think it's in volume 2 in the last part, she had said that she had started to go downstairs.
Yeah.
And then she heard him come back in.
Yeah.
And she ran back upstairs.
Yeah.
She didn't say that this time.
No.
It sounds like to me, what actually happened is that she had been, probably since before her friends left, because you have to remember, they're her friends. Before her friends left, and this is just my opinion of what I think most likely would have happened, how this whole shit went about, that essentially she had been going on at him for hours.
Oh, yeah.
Hours and hours and hours. So she was probably going on at him since he first came into the apartment. In fact, didn't Josh Drew say that Amber and Johnny were having like hushed conversations and she looked annoyed?
Yeah.
One of her friends slipped up and said that she looked annoyed at him and they were having hushed conversations. This was also the same friend that didn't mention that Johnny kept getting up. So it seems like she had been going on at him from when he got home. And basically, by the time they got to the apartment, she had started to stonewall him, ice him out.
Yeah.
So she was essentially behaving like a spoiled little brat, as per usual. And that's, I honestly believe that he said, "What's your fucking problem?"
Yeah.
Because he swears when he talks, and he doesn't mean it like, "What's your fucking problem?" Like, he doesn't mean it like that. That's just how he talks.
Yeah.
Like, he has a very colourful language, shall we say.
Oh, yeah.
It's like her constantly saying shit.
Yeah.
So, I think he did say, "What's your fucking problem?"
Yeah.
I think he said, "What's your fucking problem?" And she had changed it to add, "What's your fucking problem now?" And then basically they didn't have an argument. She started going on at him again. He probably had enough and was not letting her shut him down. So then they most likely did have an argument, actually. She was, huffing and ahhing and getting all hoity-toity pissed off. And it seems like he threw the magnum-sized bottle. She was probably still in the bed when he threw the bottle. So then he went to leave, and she darts out the bed, blocks him from leaving, because it's well documented that that's what she does. Therapists have said it. She'd rather him stay in the fight than him leave, because that's the worst thing to her. So then, eventually, after shouting back and forth, it could be that he threw the magnum bottle to scare her, to get her to move. Maybe. That's actually probably what actually happened. That he went to leave, she stopped him, and he threw the bottle, not in her direction, nowhere near her, but he threw it to basically scare her into moving. So then, she throws his phone out of the window.
Yeah.
He eventually leaves. So, she throws his phone out of the window and then runs upstairs because she's a child. There's a whole bunch of crap going on. in between this. So they're like screaming, she's shoving him, he's possibly shoving her. Who the fuck knows? She throws his phone out the window, back and forth, arguing, shoving, arguing. Security come in, get him out. She goes upstairs. And then his security, like Sterling Jenkins, I believe it was, said that he found his phone.
Yeah.
On the street with a homeless guy.
Yeah.
That's why she doesn't know. She can't explain how. She's trying to explain that his phone was fine.
Yeah.
Because she minimizes the damage she causes.
Yeah.
Because she can't accept the damage she causes.
No.
And I think that's what it was. And I think she most likely, when realizing he was going to leave, and he probably said, I'm fucking done. This is it. We're done. I'm finished with you. We're done.
Yeah.
So then this is why I think she started to get emotional, because she was reliving that emotion of losing him.
Yeah.
Can we just not do this? Can we stop doing this? Because she got emotional as she can. She got about the same level of emotion in the 2022 defamation case when she was on the stand. She got to the same point at the exact same points where she said, "Can we not do this? It's my birthday. Can we just not? Can you stop? Can you not leave?" She got emotional at the exact same points.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting because it means she's going back into that memory. So she did say that.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just interesting. Because she most likely was begging him not to leave.
Yeah.
And he left.
Yeah.
And she probably, it could even be that she threw the Magnum bottle. Because she was angry.
Oh, yeah.
Out of all of it, in the entire history, Johnny's in his 50s, I think closing on his 60s now, if not 60 already. There's only been one instance of him throwing a wine bottle at anyone. In fact, I don't even think he would trash any of the hotels that he stayed in during that era.
No.
Where it was, sex, drugs, rock and roll.
No. I remember I read that a lot of hotel staff seems to like Johnny. He was even gracious. What's the word? Gracious. He
was a gracious. He was basically a pleasant guest.
Yeah, the hotel staff and so on. Liked him a lot. It's not like, some people when they stay at a hotel, they're like, the staff comes with the stuff that's like, thanks. And Johnny's more like,
He makes them realize that he asks questions about them, so it seems like he's interested in them as a person.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
But that's the thing that you got to realize, that people have to realize with Johnny, if they've not already clocked it, is that Johnny's he's worked those jobs.
Yeah.
He knows people like them.
Yeah.
His family was dirt poor. They didn't have 2 pots to piss in.
No.
He didn't have 2 pennies to rub together. They had nothing.
Yeah.
They were below poverty.
Yeah.
So, and he most likely got pissed off at the fact that when he was growing up, he'd be treated like shit by people that had some notoriety or, higher class level, thinking that they had an ego and shit like that.
Yeah.
Whereas Johnny never had that.
No. No. He treats
everyone with the respect that he wants to have.
Yeah.
And I think that's why when he goes out, people aren't, granted he can't go out without security. But when he goes out, there's no one trying to, there's no one running at him. There's no one, grabbing at him and holding him. In fact, sometimes he won't let when he's going, I think there's actually been a couple of times, when someone's grabbed his hand and he's sort of gone back and sort of gone over and talked to them.
Yeah.
Not gone, don't grab my hand.
No.
But he's actually, it's as if he's realised, oh, they really want to talk to me.
Yeah. It's like...
And I think that's why people really like Johnny, because he's this celebrity that has always got in his mind that if your fans don't support you, that's it, your career's gone.
Yeah, it's like you remember the videos we did see with unfortunately Amber was there, but he was talking to his fans. He was enjoying spending time with his fans, and Amber was like tugging him away, and so on. But if Johnny wasn't on a time, he was on a short time schedule, but.
Hang on, didn't he get in trouble because he was late to his own premiere? And it wasn't that he was late; he was still on the red carpet.
Yeah.
He was just outside signing everything and talking to people and like going on the phone with people, like saying hello to people's moms and shit like that. But that's the thing. That's kind of what makes people not only admire Johnny but be a fan of him as a person. Like, I admire Johnny's personality and how he treats people. I don't particularly like his films.
No.
There's some films that I find absolutely hilarious. So like
now it disappeared from your mind just because of that.
I had it in my head, and then my brain's just like.
It really hates. It really hates when you have. You know the movies and the music it's right on your tongue, but it's like, poof, I wander somewhere else now. Enjoy. Good luck.
Nightmare Before Christmas. He was in that, wasn't he? He was.
I think so. Yeah.
It's a Tim Burton film, of course he was in it. What am I on about?
But it's like, if Johnny wasn't on a tight time schedule, when he's on things, you would see him being there for hours speaking to each one of fucking people in the public. It's like, yeah. No, it's like, no.
I'm just gonna make sure, because I'm pretty sure he's in Nightmare Before Christmas.
I do have seen the Pirates of Caribbean movies, and I think the Jack Sparrow character is quite good, except the last ones. But that's because they were pushing a different direction there, so he couldn't play as Jackie as he wanted, kinda. Unfortunately.
No, it's not him! Ah!
I thought it was him.
So did I.
It did. Oh, sorry if you hear me yawning. It's not because I'm tired or something like that. It seems like I'm having apparently I'm having trouble with some air here. That's all. So it's shortage of air.
Dr. Finkelstein.
But Johnny has been in quite a lot of movies, so.
Yeah, I was just thinking of them.
Yeah. Right now, I'm also no. Edward Scissorhands is one on the movie.
Have you watched that recently, though?
No.
It's one of those films that
it was good
when you watch it when you're younger.
Yeah, it's great when you're very young.
The nostalgia makes you think of it. You don't ever watch films that you like.
No, don't do that. It ruined the Ghostbusters for me when I did that. It's like, it was not that great, to be honest.
I was so certain it It even sounds like him.
Maybe someone with a similar voice. That's possible.
That's confusing the shit out of me. Oh. Well, kind of me surprised. Johnny Depp. I'm just gonna look on IMDb because that'll be the easiest pissing thing.
Yeah, the other day, by the way, while we are speaking of movies, I did see the plans for the new Pirates of the Caribbean with Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. Yeah.
Yeah. I must say the plans for that, she looks like someone completely else, which I can't remember the name of. But yeah, was so weird.
But isn't it meant to be that she's
Oh yeah.
she's not replacing
No.
him.
She's like a daughter or something. But then
Alice in Wonderland. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one. Sorry, continue.
Oh, Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
There's obviously many more, but these are the ones that I liked him in. I'm literally going through his IMDb.
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow. That was an interesting one.
Oh yeah. Then you got the barbershop one.
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
But I'm not like...
Well, wasn't that
Ed Wood.
Isn't the Sweeney Todd a child story?
I don't think so. I mean, you're Swedish, so it probably
Yeah, I think it's like it reminds me of a child story. I need to like mention for the Americans. For you have some of our childhood movies in America. Most of them are written by Astrid Lindgren, and what I heard also a lot of them are quite censored in America since Swedish. We used to be more bloody childhood stories, more
like the cannibalistic, bloody fairies and shit.
Yeah, and like starvation and stuff you today don't tell stories about to childrens. I think the ones that got censored in America was our it's called Vilvitra, or in the Harpies in English. Those ones got censored in one of the movies. It's I think it's called Ronja Bandit Daughter or something in English. I'm not entirely sure.
Anyway, should we get back on with this?
Yeah, let's go.
Was there any
It's
other
cool.
debris on the floor downstairs other than on the countertops in the kitchen?
I don't remember. I know he smashed. He knocked over lamps and a statue thing and paintings and he's gotten really into. He'd been punching photographs with me in them recently, and this was one of those times. But nothing that nothing downstairs specifically that I remember at this moment.
Okay. And did I hear you say you had tried to convince Johnny to stay to talk about it?
At some point in the argument, yeah.
Okay. And were you successful in getting him to stay?
No, just long enough to have it explode.
And
at
any time during this physical altercation you say you were having with Johnny, at any time did you push him?
Oh, and this is when the cell phones were thrown out. That's what initiated. That was the first move. earlier I said to you, I can't remember what the first move was. That was what it was, and that was the first move.
So
So she's just changed it again.
She changes a lot.
Well, the first move she said originally was that they were in bed, and he said, "What's your fucking problem?"
Yeah.
And he immediately threw a magnum-sized bottle. When she was going through the whole thing, she left out the phone stuff. It just doesn't, like... Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
when you say that, you mean the way the argument actually started was that Johnny threw your cell phone out and you threw his cell phone out?
Yeah, but that's not how the argument started. The argument started from our discussion about him missing my birthday and being late or missing things a lot lately, and how important it was for me that he just simply show up, you know.
And it would be fair to say you were very upset about that?
I was not upset, I was hurt.
And you expressed that to him?
Yes, I said I'm really hurt. I was trying to use language that I thought was different and not confrontational, and that he would swallow better, knowing that he was not in a great state and that he was drinking a lot, and so I was being very delicate, as you have to be when he's drinking.
Okay. And you did not include anything about the throwing of the cell phones out the window and the smashing of the cell phones in your declaration asking for a restraining order, correct?
Declaration speaks for itself.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I think the declaration's full of plenty of facts. Pardon?
After Mr. Depp left, do you have any idea what time you believe he left?
I really don't recall what time it was.
Did you have any injuries whatsoever from this incident, this argument you say occurred?
Vague and ambiguous.
Physical injuries?
I don't think so. And nothing significant.
Did you seek any medical care of any kind related to this fight you described with Mr. Depp?
On this particular occasion?
April 21.
No.
Did you, at any time during the altercation with Mr. Depp that you describe in paragraph 7 of your declaration, did you hit or strike Mr. Depp in any way?
When he was hitting me when I was outside of the bed, I know I was trying to put my hands up in defense of myself. I don't know if I don't know if I landed anything on him. I was trying to defend myself. He's much bigger than me.
At any time during the April 21 incident, did you scratch Mr. Depp?
I have no idea. If I don't have any idea in my acts to defend myself if I had caused him any injury. I don't think so, but I don't know.
After Mr. Depp left on early morning hours of April 22nd, you went to sleep, correct?
Yes.
And after you woke up, you packed for Coachella, is that correct?
Yes.
And Coachella is a music festival you had planned to go to with your friends, correct?
Yes.
And those friends included Raquel Pennington,
Yes.
Mel Iglesias,
Melanie.
Melanie Iglesias,
Yes.
Amanda de Cadenet,
No, she did not go.
Whitney,
Yes.
that's your sister, Io Tillett Wright, anyone else?
Savannah McMillan.
Savannah McMillan, anyone else?
A friend named Rami Sarabi met us there, or he was already there and met us there. But he, yeah.
And you had a driver, someone who worked for Johnny? And you?
I drove myself with Raquel and my sister, I believe. I think my sister came with us, yeah. And then Starling met us there.
Starling drove from your Broadway apartment to Coachella and met you there?
I don't know where he left from, but he did meet us there.
Did he have any luggage that you had provided to him?
I'm not sure if we put the luggage in my car, his car.
Do you have any idea why Starling Jenkins was with you on this trip?
As a security guard.
Did you require security?
Johnny felt I did.
Did you feel like you required security from Johnny on this trip?
No, not particularly.
Did you ever make any attempt to ask Johnny to actually come to Coachella during the time you were away?
I didn't have a cell phone. I did use my iPad for texting, but I tried to kind of put it down. I was in a very bad headspace. It was really sad.
Was that yes, you did, or no, you didn't try to get Johnny to come to Coachella when you were there from April 22nd to whenever you returned to Los Angeles?
We did not have direct communication, no.
Did you have indirect communication encouraging him to come?
I don't know if my sister encouraged him to come. My sister was in communication with him, and I do not know the nature of their text messages. I know it was encouraging for communication. I don't know if she said, I don't know what she said to him.
Did you share during the trip or prior with your sister Whitney anything about the incident that occurred on April 21 or April 22?
I can't,
with Johnny.
I can't recall to what detail I told her. We fought. She knew we fought. Everybody knew we were fighting, but I don't know to what extent I spoke about it.
Did you ever make any efforts to tell your sister to rescind the invitation to Johnny?
Not that I recall.
Okay. Did you, during your trip, you left your Broadway residence on April 22? When did you return to Los Angeles? How many days later?
I believe the following Monday. I believe.
So you were gone a little over a week?
No, I'm sorry. We were just gone for the weekend.
Okay.
So I believe the 22nd was Saturday. If anyone has a calendar, it might be helpful. I don't have one.
If April 22nd was Friday.
So then we would have come back, I think, on Monday.
Okay. So that would be April 25, 2016?
Does this help you?
Yeah, it helps to see.
What is the next
It was the 24th or 25th, I think.
Yeah. Showing you what will be marked as Exhibit N. Is this a picture of you while you were on your trip with your friends in Coachella?
Yeah, I haven't seen this picture. Yeah.
Okay. And am I correct, you're smiling in that picture?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
smiling in that picture.
Okay. During the time you were away in Coachella on your trip, did you use at any time any illegal drugs?
I'm going to object on grounds of privacy.
I'm just gonna pause it there. So, in her 2022 defamation case, she never mentioned that IO was there because I wrote down the names.
Yeah.
She said that she drove to Coachella. There was Whitney, Savannah, and Rocky. Sterling Jenkins picked up the group when they were ready to leave. Apparently, Johnny was meant to join Amber and her friends for Coachella, drive them down, have dinner, and then write in their room. And he basically said, no, that's fucking stupid. Which it is. It wouldn't surprise me if she was actually getting her friends to just go, come on, it'll be fun. You'll have a great time. Blah 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 blah.
Hmm.
Okay. Right. Also, it's weird that she never said anything to Whitney.
Yeah.
Or that she can't remember what she said to Whitney. That's strange. Sorry, I'm just writing it down. I'm just looking at the 2022 case, see if there's any other shit. Let's get it on a good one. What did you think of the whole thing so far? There, that's great.
Yeah, perfect picture. Yeah, no, it's a big no-no.
I think
She's a big no.
I think what's really telling, like I mentioned earlier, the fact that she got emotional at the exact same points with the "Can you not leave?"
Yeah, she did not want. Yeah.
She was going back through the memory.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think you're right also where you said earlier that she probably, during the 2022, that she was looking at Johnny and his new partner.
Yeah.
Especially his new partner.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's because of anything sexual. I think she's just pissed off.
Oh yeah.
It's like someone else is playing with her toy.
Yeah.
And like, I mean that as it sounds. She doesn't consider anyone in her life as important, as remotely as important as her.
No. I stated that before. Amber is the kind of person that doesn't have friends. She has pawns.
Yeah, she has people that she moves around on the chess piece.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I do wonder if when she was getting emotional at the exact same points, both in the 2022 defamation case and 2016 testimony, I don't think she's getting. In fact, I'm going to change what I said earlier. I don't think she's getting emotional because he's leaving.
No.
I think she's getting emotional because it's her birthday.
Yeah.
He's doing this to her on her birthday. He's upsetting her on her day.
Yeah.
How dare he? That hurts.
Yeah.
It's like a child.
Yeah.
Like, when a kid wants to have candy before dinner, it's like, no, you can. You're having dinner soon. You can wait. Kid starts crying. It's because they think you're doing something to hurt them, and it's like, no, you don't. You're gonna have dinner in a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like they. Like if a kid goes to put their hand anywhere near a plug for some reason that doesn't have a cover on it,
Yeah.
they start crying because they think you've done something to hurt. You're hurting them because you're stopping them from basically killing themselves.
Yeah.
Oh no, oh dear. But like, that's the thing. She's got a very childlike emotional point. Like her emotional state is beyond immature. It's actually it's dangerous.
Yeah.
because she'll lash out like a child lashes out, but with the strength of an old hag.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. No. Well, like you said, she said some interesting things there, which did not compute at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
The entire secret, I mean, the fact that she completely added in an entire new aspect of sexual assault.
Yeah.
And she started off with saying that, you know, where it started was where he said, "What's your fucking problem?" And then all of a sudden she changed it, so it's a phone.
Yeah.
But she hadn't mentioned that when she was uninterrupted, mind you, going through the entire incident.
Yeah.
But she mentioned it earlier, but she didn't mention it when she was going through all of it. And then she added it in, and then she changed when the whole thing was. I mean, she started saying that the starting incident was him throwing a magnum-sized bottle at her, well, at a picture.
Yeah.
At a painting. But that didn't happen until they were showing, apparently. Like, it doesn't... None of it makes fucking sense. It's not cohesive. The only thing that is cohesive is him shouting happy fucking birthday.
Yeah.
And her pleading him not to leave.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's oh, and her throwing out his phone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. With a protective leather.
Thick protective leather.
Yeah.
That unicorn leather. Oh boy. I bet it just floated on down into that homeless man's hands.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
She's full of shit.
Oh yeah, that's why she shits in the bed for some reason.
Yeah, she's so full of shit she doesn't realise when it just comes out.
Yeah.
In fact, that's when she knows she's gonna make up a lie about the incident because there's a shit in the vicinity.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna go now.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see you for the next part. Remember to stay hydrated, wear sunscreen.
Don't trust the seagulls. And don't poop in the bed.
Yeah, find a toilet.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean put a bit of paper that says toilet over someone's bed. That's not what that means.
No.
Toilet is a toilet.
Yes.
But anyway, have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.